We are back, everybody. We got her done. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. We are going to be breaking the 20 box New Year's celebration break number 2 tonight for some late night degenerate breaking. Super stoked for this one. Again, 20 boxes coming up here. And I'm expecting lots of fire out of these ones tonight. But awesome group. Thank you so much, everybody, for filling this up. Appreciate each and every one of you. You guys rock. And we are going to have some fun tonight. I'm just dropping a couple quick tags, letting everybody know that we're live, and then we're going to rock and roll here. So just bear with me. And if you're watching live with me, let me know in the chat. All right, hopefully that came through for everybody. I'm going to read out the team list here, and we are going to rock and roll. Again, we got 20 boxes to go. It is late, so we're going to try to get through these efficiently. All right, just making sure that's good to go. Perfect. Hey, Kent, thanks for jumping in there and closing it up with that last spot. Appreciate it. Also, special shout out to, thanks Cody, jumping in there at the end, and Tim as well. Regan, last couple of spots that were sticking around there, and those who jumped into the mini and micros as well. Thank you so much. Let's rock and roll. So here is the team lineup for this one. We've got Brad for the Ducks. We got the Arizona Coyotes, Utah for Caleb, Boston for Cody. Dennis, we've got you in for Buffalo. Kent, the Flames. Justin, the Canes. Blackhawks for Brandon. Avs for Cameron. Blue Jackets, Brent. Brad, the Stars. Michael, the Red Wings. Oilers for Justin. Steve, Florida. LA, Tim. Dave, Minnesota. Montreal for Regan. That team did had a crazy good break in the first 30 boxes we did the other day for New Year's Day. So let's see if the Habs can do a repeat. We've got Chris in for Nashville. Devils for Caleb. First time breaker with me tonight. We've got you in for the Islanders. Thanks for jumping in, Shane. Good luck. Regan, the Rangers. Sends for Justin. Chris, nice having you back in a break, man. Been a while. Good luck, Chris. We've got you in for Philly. Dave for Pittsburgh, Brandon the Blues, Sharks for Steve, Seattle for Cody. We've got the Lightning for Chris, Leafs for Jeff. Also nice having you back in a break, Jeff. Thanks for jumping in. Jim for the Canucks, Vegas for Dean, Kelvin the Caps, and Wasay, we've got you in for the Winnipeg Jets. Let's rock and roll. We are going to kick it off with 25-26 Series 1. Series 1. We did not see a Demidov Young Gun in the first 30-box break. Will we see one here? We will find out shortly. Here we go. And we've got the Winnipeg Jets on the board for Wasay. Silver Outburst Young Guns, Parker Ford. Silver Outburst Young Guns. The Jets striking first. Parker Ford. Congrats, Wasay, picking that one up. Sizzle Reel, Matthew Nyes in a Cup Quest Kaprizov. Brant Clark for the Kings canvas. Edmonton Oilers Young Guns, Quinn Hudson. Quinn Hudson Young Guns for the Oilers. Alex Ovechkin Portraits for the Caps. Noah Dobson Encore. Cup Quest DeBrincat and a Wyatt Johnson Sizzle Reel. And what's this here? For the Carolina Hurricanes, we've got a Shane Gostisbehere Deluxe, 120 out of 250. Shane Gostisbehere for the Canes. Sizzle Reel Aho and a Cup Quest Tage Thompson. Lucas Dostal Canvas for the Ducks. And for the Blackhawks, Young Guns, Sam Rinzel. Sam Rinzel, Young Guns, for Chicago. And a Portraits, Quinn Hughes. Nice one here for Minnesota. Canvas Black, Kirill Kaprizov. Canvas Black, Kirill Kaprizov for the Wild. Encore Timo Meier and a Mackenzie Blackwood. For the Wild, Philip Gustafson. Tampa Bay Lightning Young Guns, Jack Finley. Jack Finley Young Guns for the Lightning. Nick Suzuki, Compositions. Kirill Marchenko, Blue Dazzlers for the Jackets. Jeremy Swayman Canvas and a Kucherov for the Lightning. Mackenzie Weegar for the Flames. Bustle Seth Jarvis. And there's a nice pull for Washington. Young Guns, Ryan Leonard. Nice Young Gun hit there for Kelvin. Ryan Leonard. Congrats. Young Guns for Washington. 3 more packs in our first box. Bustle, Sam Reinhart. And for the Blackhawks, another Young Gun, Colton Dock. Young Guns for the Blackhawks, Colton Dock. Kaprizov, goal-oriented. Compadres for the Avalanche, Canvas, Samuel Montembeault, and a Pasternak. We've got a Encore Demidov Ricky for Montreal. Ivan Demidov Encore Ricky. Compadres for Florida. And for the Philadelphia Flyers, Rodrigo Abels, Young Guns. Rodrigo Abels for the Flyers. Unfortunately, no Demidov Young Gun in box number 1. No Demidov in box 1. All right, next up, let's do extended. Let's do some Bedard hunting. 23-24 extended. We've got a Jacques Plante Hockey Heroes for Montreal. Jacques Plante Hockey Heroes for the Habs. Hollowview Pierre-Luc Dubois and an Ovechkin Retro. Owen Beck UD3. Clayton Keller Seeing Red. And for the Blue Jackets, we've got an Adam Fantilli Draft. Adam Fantilli Draft. Chandler Stevenson for Vegas. Mitch Marner and a Kevin Shattenkirk canvas. Silver Skates, Ilya Sorokin. Hollowview, Jake Ettinger, and for the Rangers, Adam Edstrom, Young Guns. Adam Edstrom for the Rangers. And here's a nice pull for Toronto. Nice hit for the Maple Leafs. This is going to Jeff. Matthew Knies, red border short print, 175 out of 250 rookie. Matthew Knies for Toronto. Congrats. Jeff picking that one up. Seeing Red, Tarasenko for the Sens. Clayton Keller for Utah. Matt Savoy, UD3. Tyson Forster, draft for Philly. Tyson Forster. Canvas, Sam Reinhart. UD3, Logan Cooley. And Toronto strikes again. Dennis Hildeby, Silver Outburst, Young Guns. Again, going to Jeff. Dennis Hildeby, congrats. Good start for the Leafs here. Hildeby, Silver Outburst, Young Guns. Next up, we got Seattle, Young Guns, Ryan Winterton. Ryan Winterton, Young Guns, for Seattle. Shesterkin, Gold, Silver Skates. Dylan Cousins, Seeing Red. For Minnesota, Young Guns Retro, Brock Faber. Brock Faber, Young Guns Retro for the Wild. Silver Skates, Owen Tippett. For Washington, Young Guns, Ivan Miroshnichenko. Ivan Miroshnichenko, Young Guns, for the Caps. And a James Van Riemsdyk canvas for Boston. 3 more packs. Matthew Knies. Matthew Knies, Gold Holographics, rookie for Toronto. Jamie Drysdale, Blue Dazzlers, and a Minchikov rookie for the Ducks. Connor Bedard, UD3 rookie for Chicago. Congrats, Brandon. UD3 rookie, Connor Bedard. Seeing Red, Lindholm, and another Bedard. We've got the draft card. Congrats, Brandon. Connor Bedard draft for the Blackhawks. Owen Beck, rookie gems. Claude Giroux for the Sens, and an Owen Power canvas for the Sabres. All right, let's see. Let's do SPA next. 21-22 SP Authentic. Love to pull a Future Watch auto patch here if we can. First up, Robin Salo for the Islanders, and it looks like we've got a retro Future Watch coming here. Retro Future Watch coming for the Tampa Bay Lightning, Ross Colton. Ross Colton, that's going to Chris. Congrats. 421 out of 499. Ross Colton, Retro Future Watch Auto. Ross Colton. Raymond, die cut rookie for the Wings. Limited William Nylander. And do we have our next Future Watch auto already? 414 out of 999. Nope, it is for the Sharks. It is a non-auto Future Watch. Lane Peterson. Lane Peterson, non-auto Future Watch. Top rookies, Cole Perfetti. Boris Kachuk, Limited Future Watch, Sam Reinhart, and a Jared Spurgeon. Limited Mark Stone, Spectrum, Brady Kachuk, and another Brady Kachuk. Limited Wyatt Kalanick, Pageantry Cam York, and a top rookies Wade Allison. Doesn't look like we got a thickie in here. So hopefully it's a big regular Future Watch coming. Pageantry, Mark Messier. Artemi Panarin, die cut. Limited Stützle. Pageantry, Pacioretty, and a top rookies, Cam York. And we have for New Jersey, we've got a SP Chirography auto for the New Jersey Devils. This is going to Caleb. Dougie Hamilton, SP Chirography. Dougie Hamilton, SP Chirography. Pageantry Yossi and a Mark Stone. Moritz Seider, Limited Future Watch for the Red Wings. Moritz Seider. Pageantry Shane Pinto and a top rookies Cole Sillinger. Oh, man, this is looking... man, this is a crappy box. Cam Atkinson, Ovi Pageantry, and a Ovechkin die cut. Man, that retro Future Watch canceling out the regular one and just getting a Dougie Hamilton chirography. That's a crappy box. Just going to check, make sure there was nothing that was missed accidentally. But that was not a good box. Couple rough autos in there. That's not the box we want. All right, let's see here. Let's go over to Artifacts. Hey, Chris, how are you, man? $25.26 Artifacts. First up, Carolina. 111 out of 125, Seth Jarvis. 111 out of 125, Seth Jarvis for the Canes. I can certainly see what I've got for you. I don't have much right now. Zach Hyman for the Oilers. 153 out of 599. Zach Hyman. We've got a Connor Garland for Vancouver. Number 22 out of 50 gold. Connor Garland. For the Canucks, 22 out of 50. Connor Garland. Wonder if he'll be a Canuck at the end of the season. For the Sabres, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, 519 out of 699. UPL. Orem, Jimmy Snuggerud for the Blues. Jimmy Snuggerud, Orem rookie for the Blues. Jimmy Snuggerud. Next up for the Islanders, NHL Remnants, Matt Barzal. NHL Remnants for the Islanders, Matthew Barzal. And I think we got an auto facts coming here. Going to the Edmonton Oilers. Nice pull, Evan Bouchard. That's going to Justin. Congrats. Auto facts, Evan Bouchard for the Edmonton Oilers. Evan Bouchard. Auto facts for the Oilers. Congrats, Justin. And a Jimmy Snuggerud. Rookie for the Blues as well. 883 out of 999. Jimmy Snuggerud. And that is our Artifacts box. All right, where should we go next? Let's do... You know what? Let's do a Dynamite pack. Let's do a Dynamite pack. Hey, Brian, how are you, man? Dynamite pack again. These will be the same way we do a box. It will go to the team on the card. Let's see what we got. And, oh, it is a nice one going to LA. Adrian Kempe, Young Guns Canvas, PSA 10. That is going to Tim. Congratulations, Tim. PSA 10, Young Guns Canvas, Adrian Kempe. Congrats. Tim picking that one up. Canvas Kempe 10. All right, next up, we will do a little Macklin Celebrini hunting here. Macklin Celebrini. Well, at least you get to hang out with us for a bit, Brian. Hey, and there's Brad, too, hanging out with us. Bang for your puck, Kasperi Kapanen. For the Philadelphia Flyers, Young Guns, Alexei Kolosov. Alexei Kolosov, Young Guns, for Philly. Bedard Playlist. Canvas Boone Jenner. And a Rupe Hintz for the Dallas Stars. Retro Young Guns. Rupe Hintz. Rupe Hintz. Kucherov on a heater for the Lightning. Ooh La La, Samuel Montembeault. And for the Avalanche, Calum Ritchie Young Guns. Calum Ritchie Young Guns for Colorado. And a Raymond for the Red Wings, Electricity. Oh, awesome. Awesome. On tour for the Blues, Brian Hallinan, Young Guns, for the New Jersey Devils, Brian Hallinan. Electricity, Brady Tkachuk. Bo Horvat, Canvas. Portrait, Zach Dean, and a Crosby Playlist. And we do have a Silver Outburst Young Guns going to the Calgary Flames. Samuel Honzek. Samuel Honzek, Silver Outburst Young Guns. That one going to Kent. Congrats, Kent. Samuel Honzek. For Seattle, Young Guns, Logan Morrison. Logan Morrison for the Kraken. Ooh La La, Philip Gustafson. Canvas, JJ Peterka. For Minnesota, Young Guns renewed, Kaprizov. Young Guns renewed, Kaprizov. On tour for Tampa. And what do we have here? Young Guns Deluxe, Patrick Giles. Going to Florida. Young Guns Deluxe, number 114 out of 250 for Florida. Patrick Giles. That one's going to Steve. Congrats, Patrick Giles. Young Guns Deluxe. Flames on tour. Patrick Giles again. Young Guns for Florida. And a rookie for Montreal. Welcome aboard, Lane Hutson. Lane Hutson, welcome aboard. Black canvas for the Flyers, Owen Tippett. Owen Tippett for Philly. And a Portraits, Cale Makar, Sorokin, Ooh La La. Huberdeau canvas for the Flames. Bang for your puck, JT Miller. And a Vanacek, Ooh La La. Portraits, Leon Draisaitl. And for the Blue Jackets, Young Guns, Cameron Butler. Cameron Butler for the Blue Jackets, Young Guns. And a Geeky, welcome aboard. Come on, Celebrini, where are you? There's a nice one for Montreal. Pop count 1,000. Lane Hutson, rookie for Montreal. Pop count 1,000. Plus a Lane Hutson Blue Dazzlers for Montreal. Lane Hutson Blue Dazzlers. And a Young Guns renewed for Carolina, Sebastian Aho. No Celebrini, unfortunately, in this box. All right, let me just move a couple of base that are stacked up around me here. Just give me a sec. Move these base cards. All right, let's see. Where will we go next? Let's do a box of Ingrained Icons. Ingrained Icons coming up next. First up for the Rangers, we've got a Rod Gilbert. Rod Gilbert base for the Rangers. Next up for Boston, we've got a Phil Esposito base. Phil Esposito for Boston. Our first numbered card is also going to go to Boston. 18 out of 199, Wayne Cashman. Wayne Cashman for Boston. First auto. Ooh, there's a nice one. Going to Carolina. 4 out of 10 auto. Kevin Weeks. 4 out of 10 auto for Carolina, Kevin Weeks. That is going to Justin. Kevin Weeks out of 10. That's it. Kevin Weeks out of 10 auto for Carolina. Our next auto is going to the Blues, Paul Cavallini. Paul Cavallini for the St. Louis Blues. That one's going to Brandon. St. Louis Blues. Paul Cavallini. And do we have a remnants? Yes, we do. And this one will be going to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Mark Osborne. 74 out of 100. Remnants. Going to Jeff. Mark Osborne. Remnants. For Toronto. Remnants. Mark Osborne for Toronto. Congrats, Jeff. Next up, we'll do a box of Clear Cut. Give us a monster. And it's a nice one for Chicago. Canvas Signatures, Tony Amonte. That's a nice hit. Tony Amonte. Canvas Signatures for the Blackhawks. Congrats, Brandon, picking that one up. Tony Amonte. Let's take down the Bedard. Tony Amonte. Not bad. All right, let's go over here and do another Bedard box. 23-24 EX2000. Another Connor Bedard box. Good luck, everyone. Hugh McGing, rookie for the Blues. William Dufour, rookie for the Islanders. Sean Farrell, rookie for Montreal. Tyson Forster, rookie for the Flyers. We have for Seattle, Riker Evans, rookie, 95 out of 499. Riker Evans. Out of 499 for Seattle. Riker Evans. And a Lucas Reichel. Stardate 1000. Matthew Poitras, rookie for the Boston Bruins. Simon Nemec for New Jersey. Matt Savoy for the Sabres, Ricky. Owen Beck for Montreal. Brock Faber for Minnesota, Ricky. And a Tristan Robbins for the Sharks. Tristan Robbins. Yaroslav Askarov for Nashville, Ricky. David Jiricek, Index Movers for the Blue Jackets. Stardate 1000, Tage Thompson for the Sabres. Index Movers for the Oilers, Evan Bouchard. Stardate 1000, Jordan Kyrou for the Blues. Another Index Movers, Jake Sanderson for the Sens. And a Mitch Marner, Stardate 3000 for the Toronto Maple Leafs. We've got a Thomas Bordeleau Index Movers for the Sharks. Matt Barzal. 427 out of 499. Matt Barzal base for the Islanders. Short print base. And another one, Matthew Coronado rookie for the Calgary Flames. 105 out of 499. 105 out of 499. Matthew Coronado rookie for the Flames. Zegras base, and we've got a net assets for the Rangers. Jonathan Quick. Jonathan Quick, net assets. The Rangers. And, ooh, here comes something nice. These are tough to pull. Going to Toronto. Double Helix. Austin Matthews. Man, that's a nice pull. Again, Jeff, Toronto doing really nice in this break. Double Helix, Austin Matthews. Congrats, Jeff. Double Helix for Toronto. Austin Matthews. I'm going to go Jeff. Okay, let's do a Ultimate box next. Let's go to 2023 Leaf Ultimate. Again, I just want to tell everyone right up front, the way we run these boxes is if there is no team mentioned or listed on the card, it either goes to the team the player played the majority of their career with, or for retired players, it goes to the team that, so current players goes to the team they're currently playing for, retired to the team they played the majority of their career with. That's how that goes by default. All right, so if there is no team specified or logo on the card. All right, first up, this is an easy one. Another pull for the Toronto Maple Leafs. 2 out of 7, Mats Sundin. 2 out of 7, Mats Sundin. Another one for Jeff. Another one that's going to go to the Toronto Maple Leafs. 1 out of 2, Borje Salming. Money Players. Man, Jeff loading up on the hits with the Leafs. 1 out of 2. Money players. Borje Salming. That's money players. Borje Salming. And we have a thick card here. What's this going to be? It is a ultimate book card. Ultimate book card. Let's take a look. It is sealed in here. Let's open it up and see what we got. The player is Steven Stamkos. So this is going to go to the Nashville Predators because that's where he's at these days. Steven Stamkos book card. Nice. Auto and 6-way jersey. Number 13 out of 15. Steven Stamkos. That's going to Nashville because that's where he's at. So that's going to be Chris Sheether. Congrats, Chris, picking up the Stamkos book card. Rats. Nice one there. Stamkos book card out of 15. All right. Let's go. Let's do SP game used. 23-24 SP game used. Another shot at some Bedard here. Sorry, Chris. Starting us off, Keith Tkachuk for the Blues. 248 out of 251. Keith Tkachuk for the Blues. Keith Tkachuk. Top we go for the Flyers. Rookie sweaters, Adam Ginning. Adam Ginning for Philadelphia. Rookie sweaters. Next up for the Vancouver Canucks, we've got an All-Star jersey, Elias Pettersson. All-Star jersey, Elias Pettersson for Vancouver. Next up for the Chicago Blackhawks, Taylor Radish jersey auto, 36 out of 149. 36 out of 149 for Chicago, Taylor Radish. Taylor Radish. For the Hawks. Another one for Brandon. And we've got a Patrick Waugh. Number 10 out of 258 for Montreal. Patrick Waugh. For Montreal. And for the Buffalo Sabres, New Grooves jersey, Devon Levi. Devon Levi. The Ron Radish, I'm not sure if you guys have seen, but I just was looking at stats the other day, and Darren Radish, who I believe was the Rangers rookie in 2021, is having a heck of a season. He's over 30 points already. I think he was top 5 for D-man scoring. Darren Radish. That's correct, Cody. That's correct. That's how we do Leaf or any non-NHL licensed cards. That's the default that we do Leaf for. All right, next up, we're going to go to 25-26 Black Diamond. Yeah, it's for anything that's not NHL licensed. So that's Leaf, President's Choice. Because they don't have a team logo either on them. Okay, first up, Pittsburgh, Evgeny Malkin. 346 out of 349. Evgeny Malkin for the Penguins. Next up, we've got Patrick Roy, Stanley Cup Heroes for Montreal. 73 out of 299. Patrick Roy, 73 out of 299 for Montreal. Next up, for the Nashville Predators, Matthew Wood, Exquisite Rookie. Unfortunately, this one's got a gash right at the top. Not sure if you can see that big dent at the top of the card. I'm sorry, Chris. I will put this one aside. If you want me to try to send it into Upper Deck for a replacement, I can do that for you. Just let me know. I'll just put it aside here for now. Next up, we've got a Diamond Mine Dual Relics for the Colorado Avalanche. Peter Forsberg and Nathan MacKinnon. Forsberg, Nathan MacKinnon. Diamond Mine Dual Relics. That's it for the Avs. Next up for the Lightning, Rookie Gems, Jack Finley. Jack Finley for the Tampa Bay Lightning, Rookie Gems. 149 out of 399. Jack Finley for Tampa. Let's see here. Let's go here. For the Pittsburgh Penguins, there's a nice pull. 16 out of 25. Tom Barrasso. That's a nice hit. Diamond Mine Legends Auto, 16 out of 25. Tom Barrasso. Hey, Josh, how are you, man? Really nice pull here. 16 out of 25. Tom Barrasso for the Penguins. Nice hit for Dave. Next up, we got the Calgary Flames with a nice team logo jumbo of Zane Parekh. Zane Parekh for the Calgary Flames. I'm doing all right. That's going to Kent. Congrats, Zane Parekh. Nice hit. And what do we have here? Black Diamond Jewels of the Draft. Toronto Maple Leafs again, Jeff. Easton Cowan, 15 out of 49. Jeff just ripping it up with Toronto in this break. Jewels of the Draft, Easton Cowan. Nice hit, Jeff. That was a good box of Black Diamond. 15 out of 49, Easton Cowan. Let's take that one down. Put that one up. Nice hit. Yeah, Jeff is loading up. All right, we're going to do another Dynamite pack. All right, Dynamite pack's up next. Let's see who's getting this one. And this is going to go to the New Jersey Devils. A nice pull here. We've got a Jack Hughes Sub-Zero Rookies short print. This is the SP Gem 10. Tag 10 Rookies Jack Hughes for the New Jersey Devils. This is going to Caleb. Congrats, Caleb. Nice hit. Yeah, that's awesome, Mason. That's awesome. Man, what do we take down here? Toronto's already got a couple up. Let's put that up. Sub-Zero, Tag 10, Jack Hughes. All right, let's jump back over to another box of Clear Cut. I don't know if Jeff is live with us to see it. We've got, for the Minnesota Wild, there's a cool card. Now Vancouver Canuck. It is Liam Ogren, Sign of the Times. It's actually the first time I've pulled one of these Sign of the Times. Liam Ogren for the Minnesota Wild. Mini in this break is Dave. Congrats. Sign of the Times, Liam Ogren. Nice hit. Liam Ogren, Sign of the Times. All right. Let's do one more ingrained box, ingrained icons. All right, we've got for the Vancouver Canucks, Harold Schneps base. The original Flying V jersey. Which, for those of you who don't know, that is actually where the Flying V name came from. That right there. The Flying V jersey is where the Flying V breaks our business name came from. That's where the idea started at. Denny Potvin for the Islanders base. I don't have one of those jerseys. I actually wish I did. That would be cool if I did. For the Boston Bruins, Terry O'Reilly, 76 out of 199. Terry O'Reilly for Boston. Terry O'Reilly. Next up, of course, another Toronto pull. Brian McCabe. Toronto is feasting tonight. Brian McCabe for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Congrats, Jeff. Next up, we've got another nice Hawks hit. Daryl Sutter. Daryl Sutter for the Chicago Blackhawks. Auto. Daryl Sutter. And we've got another Remnants. Going to the Red Wings. It's a nice one. 14 out of 15. Nicklas Lidstrom. Nick Lidstrom, number 4 out of 15 for the Red Wings. Red Wings in this break is Michael. Congrats. Nice hit. Nick Lidstrom, 4 out of 15 remnants. That's a nice hit. 4 out of 15. Nick Lidstrom. Okay, let's go over to in the game used. Again, Leaf rules apply for current NHL players. Goes to the team they're currently with. Retired players goes to the team they played the majority of their career with. Yes, Ducks and Stars have been quiet. I'm sorry, Brad. Hopefully we can get something big here down the stretch. We'll just do it like this. Okay, first up, we have an Ed Belfour, 3 out of 5. Ed Belfour, 3 out of 5 in the game used gear. No team on that, so that's going to go to Chicago. Ed Belfour in the game gear for the Hawks. All right, let's take a look here. Okay, this is going to be one where I'm going to have to look it up here. We've got a Hall of Fame 22 out of 45, Nikolai Khabibulin. Nikolai Khabibulin, Hall of Fame 22 out of 45. Let's take a look here and see, where did he play the majority of his career with? He played 2 seasons with Winnipeg. That's not going to be enough. He played 3 seasons with the Coyotes. 4 seasons with Tampa, 4 seasons with Chicago, and 5 seasons with Chicago, 4 seasons with the Oilers. Let me just add up these games here. One sec here. Let's take a look. Tampa. He played 270, 65, and 55. 192 games with Tampa. Chicago, 50, 60. 50 plus 42. He's 206, so that's Chicago. And the Oilers, yeah, one season was 18, 12, 47, 40. No, that's not enough for the Oilers. So that one by default will go to the Hawks. Nikolai Khabibulin, Hall of Fame. So the Hawks off to a good start. Ooh, here comes a nice hit. Here comes a nice one. We've got a 16-way jersey card. 16. Look at this. 16. We got Jeff Carter, Jimmy Carson, Jonathan Quick, Jamie Storr, Zygmunt Palffy, Larry Murphy, Kelly Rudy, Rogie Vachon, Dion Robitaille, Bernie Nichols, Drew Doughty, Dave Taylor, Kopitar, Brown, and Rob Blake. Crazy. 16-way, 12 out of 12. Dang. All right, we will put that aside here. I'm pretty sure, I'll double check, but I think all of these guys, Dion, Taylor, Kopitar, Brown, Blake, Doughty, Bernie Nichols, Rogie, Kelly, Larry Murphy. So I think that's LA. Yeah, every player is an LA guy. Which would be Tim getting that. Okay, one sec here. This is going to have to go into a thicker one. Let's put that. Get that in there. It won't go into a sleeve, so I'll put that in there to protect it. The 16, that's a crazy card. That is one crazy card. I love those. 16-way jersey. And what do we got next? We have, this is an easy one, 20 out of 40, John LeClair jersey auto. John LeClair, that's going to go to the Philadelphia Flyers. $20 out of 40. Nice one there for Philly. That one's going to go to Chris. Congrats, Chris. Next up, we've got a Butte coming for the Pittsburgh Penguins. 5 out of 5. Jaromir Jagr vignette. That's going to Dave. 5 out of 5. Nice pull for Pittsburgh. Vignette, Jaromir Jagr. Way to go, Dave. Beauty hit there. Vignette, Jaromir Jagr. 5 out of 5. Okay, 2023 Leaf Metal Pop Century. So obviously these ones will probably not be any NHL players. So these will be randomed amongst everybody. So everybody's going to be eligible for these cards. Leaf Metal Pop Century. Okay, come on. Okay, well, let's start here. Number 6 out of 40, studded swatches, Ewan McGregor. Ewan McGregor. 6 out of 40. Star-studded swatches, Ewan McGregor. Interesting card. Next up, we've got Joe Minosa. or sorry, Joe Minoso. First Pop Century Auto, Joe Minoso. Number 9 out of 30. 9 out of 30. I actually do not know who that is. Can someone enlighten me without me having to look it up? Who Joe Minoso is? Next up, we've got Lou Ferrigno. There's a cool one. Lou Ferrigno, 2 out of 15. That's a cool card. Lou Ferrigno, 2 out of 15. I gotta throw that up there. That's a cool card. Lou Ferrigno. And what do we have here? Ooh, this looks like it's a 1/1 gold. Hayden Panettiere. 1 out of 1. 1 out of 1. Hayden Panettiere. That's a cool card. 1 of 1. Wasn't she a big star on, what was it, Heroes? Was it Heroes, the TV series? I'm pretty sure that she was like one of the main stars, Heroes or something like that, back in the day. 1 of 1 auto. There, we'll switch that up. All right, Brad enlightening us. Minoso plays in Chicago Fire. All right, so those will be, everyone will be eligible for those. I'll run a random at the end of the break here for these guys. Yes, I remember. I actually liked that show back in the day, Heroes. That was a cool show. Okay, next up we are going to do Be a Player Portraits. Stoked for this one. Be a Player Portraits. Then we're going to do Premiere and finish it off with the box everybody's been waiting for, the Cup. All right. Let's do this. First one. Stand just fell apart on me. Give me a second here. All right, we'll do our pack first. We've got for the Rangers, Portrait Premieres Jarkko Immonen. And for the Edmonton Oilers, Brad Winchester, First Exposures jersey. Brad Winchester for the Oilers, First Exposures. And our first auto is going to go to the Philadelphia Flyers, Chris Keith Primo. Congrats, Chris. Chris getting the Keith Primo signature portraits. Nice auto there. A very solid player who I think his career was ended due to concussion, wasn't it? Oh, here comes a nice one. And it's for a team that has been very quiet tonight. First up, Ian White, Portrait Premieres for the Maple Leafs. And our jersey, first exposures, Peter Budaj for the Avalanche. Peter Budaj for the Avs. This is going to go to the Dallas Stars, Marty Turco. Man, such an underrated goalie. I loved Marty Turco back in the day. This guy was awesome. Marty Turco signature portraits. There you go. Brad picking that one up. Marty Turco. Next up. And I think we have, do we have a double? No, so just one. Yeah. Marc-Antoine Pouliot, Portrait Premieres for the Oilers. Next up, Carolina, first exposures, Cam Ward. Cam Ward, first exposures for the Carolina Hurricanes. And our next auto is going to go to the Colorado Avalanche, Wojtek Wolski. Wojtek Wolski for Colorado. That's going to go to Cameron. Congrats, Cameron. Wojtek Wolski. Eric Fair, Portrait Premieres for Washington. Eric Fair. And here comes a nice hit. Woo! There we go for the Washington Capitals. Alex Ovechkin, first exposures jersey. There's a nice one. First exposures jersey. Marty. Sorry, I'm going back to the Marty Turco. I'm reading comments and trying to call this one out at the same time. Alex Ovechkin. Is that a piece of jersey on there? What is that? I think that might be a touch of white jersey on the card there. Just trying to figure out what that is. Nice hit. First exposures jersey. Alex Ovechkin. There you go, Calvin. Nice hit. That's a good hit. First exposures. Alex Ovechkin. That is a second-year jersey card. Our next auto is going to go to the Edmonton Oilers. Brad Winchester. Brad Winchester for the Edmonton Oilers. That's Justin picking that one up. For the Boston Bruins, Mark Stewart, Portrait Premieres. Mark Stewart for Boston. Next up for the Flyers, Jeff Carter, first exposures jersey. Jeff Carter, first exposures jersey for Philly. And it is our second appearance of this player tonight in auto form. But this time for Pittsburgh, John LeClair. Signature portraits. That's going to Dave. John LeClair in the Penguins uni. The other one was in Leaf, which was for the Flyers. Congrats there. Dave getting that one. And our final portrait. Let's pull something big here. It's a dual. It is a dual auto. First up, Evgeny Malkin, Portrait Premieres for Pittsburgh. Portrait Premieres, Malkin. For the Carolina Hurricanes, Cam Ward, first exposures. Cam Ward, first exposures for Carolina. And our last auto is going to the Colorado Avalanche. It is a dual signature portraits of Milan Hajduk and Marek Svatos. Svatos and Hajduk. That's going to Cameron. Congrats. Hajduk and Marek Svatos, dual signature portraits. Hajduk was a great player and a Canuck killer back in the day. I remember all the time when he was playing Vancouver, he always would light us up. Okay, 2 more boxes. Our biggest product coming up last. 24-25 Premier. Another shot at Celebrini. You have 2 of those, Brian? All right, Premier, come on. Deliver a monster for us. First up, for the Winnipeg Jets, Connor Hellebuyck. 103 out of 299. 103 out of 299. Connor Hellebuyck for the Jets. Next up for Philadelphia, Ivan Fedotov. Premier rookie, 126 out of 399. Another one with a dinged corner. Sorry, Chris. Ivan Fedotov, that's got a smash corner on it. If you want me to send that in for a replacement, let me know. I'll put that aside here. Next up, we've got Vegas. Lucas Cormier, Premier rookie jersey. Lucas Cormier for Vegas. Premier rookie jersey. Finally, some Vegas. They've been quiet tonight. Next up for the Colorado Avalanche. Avalanche coming on at the end here. Bowen Byram. Premier Precipice auto. Bowen Byram. Premier Precipice. For the Avs. That is an update from 23-24. Bowen Byram. Next up. For the Pittsburgh Penguins. Nice patch on that. 244 out of 249. Joel Blomqvist. RPA. Joel Blomqvist for Pittsburgh. 244 out of 249 for Pittsburgh. Joel Blomqvist. Next up for the Carolina Hurricanes with a nice hit. 20 out of 99. Bradley Nadeau. Premier rookie auto patch. Bradley Nadeau for Carolina. Carolina in this break is Justin. Congrats. Bradley Nadeau. And what do we have as our last hit in this box? It is a Premier Mega Patch for the Tampa Bay Lightning. There you go, Chris. That's a nice pull. 3 out of 6. Shoulder logo, Victor Hedman. There you go, Chris. Nice hit. Victor Hedman, 3 out of 6. Mega Patch. That's a beaut. 3 out of 6. Victor Hedman for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Nice card. All right, folks, the moment we have all been waiting for, 24-25, the Cup. Let's go. 24-25, the Cup. Let's finish it with a couple monsters. And again, I want to say thank you so much, everyone, for filling this up. Really appreciate you all. Let's see what the Cup has in store for us tonight. Again, this is 24-25, another shot at Celebrini. Celebrini's been quiet tonight. Come on. Our PA doesn't want to come out. There we go. Right there. Okay, folks, here we go. The moment of truth, the Cup final tin of the night. We got Mason McTavish for the Ducks. 154 out of 249. Mason McTavish for Anaheim. We have Lavish, 44 out of 50. Nikita Kucherov for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Lightning with some hits at the end here. Lavish, Nikita Kucherov for Tampa. Another one for Chris. Let's go here. For the San Jose Sharks. Look at this. Tyler Toffoli, 2 out of 4 tag. That's going to Steve. Tyler Toffoli, 2 out of 4 tag for the San Jose Sharks. Rat Steve, that's a beaut. 2 out of 4. That's been up long enough. Give that a shot up there. Next up, we've got New Jersey. Expanded Material Autos, Seamus Casey, 9 out of 15. Going to Caleb. Congrats. Seamus Casey, 9 out of 15 for New Jersey. Seamus Casey. What do we got here? Is this oh, this looks promising. Barak auto for the Montreal Canadiens, Jacob Dobesh, 17 out of 99. That's a nice card. Barak, Jacob Dobesh, 17 out of 99 for the Montreal Canadiens. Nice hit. 17 out of 99. Dobesh for Montreal. That is going to Regan. And our final card of the night is going to the New York Rangers, Cup RPA of Victor Mancini. The Rangers in this one tonight was Regan as well. Victor Mancini, RPA for the New York Rangers. Yeah, that Dobesh is rookie as well. So, back-to-back hits at the end out of the cup here for you, Regan. Congrats. All right. Don't go away just quite yet, folks, because we have to give away the Pop Century cards. Pop Century. We got 4 of them. So everybody is eligible here. So what we're going to do it as follows. In order of top 4 on the final random, first spot will get the Panettiere auto. Lou Ferrigno will go to spot 2. Minoso will go to 3. And the Ewan McGregor will go to spot 4. So let's run the random here. And everybody who is in this break is eligible. So just bear with me for a sec here. I'm just going to pull up our spot list. And again, thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Really, really appreciate you all. Most of the fire ended up coming in the second half of this break. As I'll be honest, a lot of the Series 1 extended and all those, we did not hit the young guns we wanted. No Celebrini came out of there. No Michkov. So, yeah, most of the fire dropping in the second half of this break. Okay. So, let's do our Leaf cards. Again, everybody is eligible for this. So top 4 will win. 7 rounds. 7 rounds. Here we go. Final random. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Cody! Coming through in spot 1. Getting the 1 of 1 Pop Century Hayden Panettiere auto. Congrats. 1 of 1. Cody picking that one up. Spot 2 is Jim getting the Lou Ferrigno. Lou Ferrigno going to Jim. Spot 3 is Brent getting the Joe Minoso auto. And last but not least, going to Wasay, Pop Century Star-Studded Swatches, Ewan McGregor. Going to Wasay. And that is the break, everybody. Again, thank you so much for filling this up. You guys rock. Appreciate all of you. Another fun rip in the books. For those wondering what's coming tomorrow, I'm only going to throw up a 2-box cheap break. I'm going to keep it nice and light here the rest of the week. Maybe on Saturday, maybe we'll throw a bigger mixer up. But next 2 days, we'll keep it nice and light and cheap. I know we've had some big stuff up recently with the big box breaks to the 30 box, the 20 box. So we'll keep it nice and cheap. But again, thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Appreciate all of you guys. And I wish you a great rest of your Wednesday night. And Now everyone can go to sleep. There you go. All right, good night, everybody. Cheers.